do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
We got this. One set. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Yo.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On play action, it's Murray. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Tighten up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. This complete to the tight end, Clay. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Seahawks have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
It's just me and you. Let's go double count right here, double count.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got Lockett. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons' leading tackler in 2018.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On second down, Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Alert! Go, 14.
On third down, Wilson. Flush to his right. This complete to Lockett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Alert! I'm going to run you over. You going to take. You got take.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go. That's caught inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. To Michelle on the screen. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Check. Lucky. Shit. Okay. Twist. Alert 3. Switch.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Second down, Murray sets to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. And an alley to run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012. When Murray was a sophomore in high school, Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Murray now on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Charles Clay is tight end, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Muhammad. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Right there. Go. 54 Mike. I'm coming after you.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
That's good for the Cardinals. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
I know he ain't got it.
On 1st down, Muhammad. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. They held him in check in the 1st half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the 1st half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take Murray, fighting, lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out...
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on. Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
Check 3.
They begin with Michelle on the ground. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Switch gears. Check 1, 3.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check 9. He's coming. We got double up. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Run left. Crunch. 36.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. From the shotgun, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Check.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mike 57. Target. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. I'm on. 57. Mike 57.
Play action. It's Wilson. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air.
And, it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's Murray. Going to get this to his rookie. That's Andy Isabella. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Andy Isabella was the intended target. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
I got you, pump. Joker. 14.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
good, too good. 58, right over there, yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They go play action now. Wilson, they'll roll him out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Good job right there.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's Wilson on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Cardinals. He returns that punt 73 yards as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
If that doesn't wake up the home crowd, I don't know what will. That's a big-time return for a touchdown, and you know how much I love momentum plays.
Yeah, and like you just said, kind of gets this home crowd into it. We'll see how they handle it moving forward. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Corey Peters there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun. Wilson buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run with Muhammad. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward. But not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Wilson to throw on 3rd down. It's caught, block it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Michelle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And it's Michelle once again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from.
Oh, wide open, complete! And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Here we go.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Check. 58's the mic. 58. Easy. Let's go.
And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Switch. Check 24. Set. Go 14. Check 3. I'll go special.
Stays on his feet. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 58's the mic. 58.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson dancing to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
13's crossing. Check 13. Tight on this side. Alert. Move. 58, boys. 58, Mike. Coming.
To throw on 3rd down. Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped them in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
They'll run on first down. Michelle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch your slap. Watch your slap. Hey. Block that. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
He's back to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
Watch the screen. 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 Watch the 14. Got it. Alert. Watch the 12. Hey, 0. Check.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Watch the pass.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. The 30. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. Here's Murray from midfield. This complete to the tight end Clay. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
To throw is Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Seahawks, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.